All right. Hello. Let's see if uh, if anybody's here. If you could let me know if there's sound, that would be great. That's always my first obstacle, and hopefully, let's see. Hopefully, there's sound. I let's see. All right, guys. Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, 10 a.m. Arizona time, and it's already like 80 something. Well, I mean, like it's probably almost 90. It's probably almost 100. I don't know. Once you hit 100, does it really matter how hot it is? We were talking about that last night. Like, is 113 really different than 103? Probably not. Um, all right. So, who's ready to have some paper crafty fun? Hi, Am. Raise your hand. And let's see if I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and see if anybody pops on. If not, we're just going to go for it. I will create a card. Somebody asked me yesterday what my favorite bundle is in the catalog. And I said the Citrus Blooms bundle. So I've been playing with this guy right here. And whether you like big images to color or you don't like to color, you could use them either way. And I've just been having a lot of fun. And for some reason, these oranges, I'm assuming they're oranges, but they could be limes. You don't really see the, or not lime. Well, yeah, they could be limes, but, or lemons. But it reminds me of where I grew up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Besides the fact that we had near our house, there was orange groves. But so anyway, let's talk about the designer series paper that we're going to be using. Oh, good morning, Yolanda. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, if you could give me a hello, Lola. I'm so happy you're here. Hopefully you could hear me. I think if you couldn't hear me, you guys would say, can't hear you. So let's talk about this designer series paper. We have all the citrus, little oranges. This one, and it comes 12 by 12, right? So it's big. Let me make my desk bigger. I just told myself, don't forget to do that. So really pretty. And the reason it's called Mediterranean Blooms is Lola says, here just fine when I remember to turn up my volume. Good morning. Hello, Dad. Nice to have you here. I just heard a stat that the majority of people now are watching videos without sound, and so you should always have your the subtitles. So, oh, hello, Mom. Nice to have you. Oh, you're watching. I get it now. You're watching on YouTube. So yeah, so we're all watching videos without sound, and so you need those subtitles. I don't think I'm that fancy yet, but let's get back to the paper. So look at all this pretty paper, citrus. I love it. As soon as I saw it, and then so the Mediterranean, right, is all the blue, and like all the kitchen stores I went into when we were on vacation, it had the oh, thank you for letting me know, Yolanda, that you can hear just fine. The kitchen stores had a ton of stuff that's blue and yeah, like the lemons or the oranges. So perfect, like on trend, right? What you see in the stores and stuff inspires you to create. So that's the paper. It's 12 by 12. And then let me show you some cards that I made with it. I don't think I've showed you these guys. I don't think I've posted them. But here it's using a lot of the dies that are in the set. So you get like this. So you can big giant label and the cutout. The little the green leaves and the flowers. So there's that guy. There's like this guy. If you don't want to do any coloring, you could just stamp. I did a little bit. I just pulled a little bit of yellow for the flowers. And then I'm pretty sure I showed you these guys. They hardly any coloring. This was I think this is watercolor paper, so I think I can't remember now. This was done in March, so a long time ago. I don't know. It was yesterday or March. I don't know. I can't remember. But I think it was done with the aqua painters. And then same with this guy. And then the final card I have to show you is this one, which I know I posted, but I love this card. And these little leaves right here, I took basic white paper and I used the blends. Well, not this one. This one I cut out at Night of Navy. And so I did kind of like my own ombre. You can see right up there how it's different colors or, ooh, that shows up really good on camera. So, but it's a bunch of layers of coloring. Very, very fun. Took me a while. And you guys, I love this happy birthday stamp. It's an old stamp, but I'll never get rid of it. It's great. Okay. So those are some cards I've made with this set. And now, oh my goodness, I should have turned the AC so that it was cooler in here. Okay. So we're going to be making, Yolanda said, wow, beautiful paper. It's gorgeous. It is, we're going to be making this card with the designer series paper. And I did the inside. And then I stamped the big orange or lemon or whatever. But I did this in lemon lolly, which I haven't really used lemon lolly a lot. I don't think I use a whole lot of yellow in general. But it's like perfect for this inside, just to make it a little subtle. I think you can see that. It's very dark all of a sudden. Okay, so let's get started. I have some measurements for you guys. So we have our basic Night of Navy cardstock, and we're just going to, I have no bone folder right here, so I've got a block that works just the same. Okay. Oh, I do have it. Okay. I have to see what I forgot to bring over. Since I may have jinxed myself, so the last 2 weeks have gone pretty well with filming and stuff. I haven't had too many issues, and so I was like, oh, I don't need that much time. Yeah, we'll see what I forgot. Okay, we have a piece of basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and that's the one that we're going to adhere our designer series paper to. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to put it kind of like this. We're going to tear it, and you're going to tear it towards you so you get this, you can see the white fibers of the inside of the paper. And it's just going to depend how much of the blue you want to see, because, and I think I kind of want it to go angled this way, so I'm going to start more like on the half of this side and bring it down a little bit. Like that. And we're actually going to do it. I'm going to tear. How did I do that? Yep, we're going to tear this side too, because I want that rough edge. But this one's going to be more like across. There we go. So what we're going to do, of course, I cut my finger this morning while doing dishes. I think that should be a sign that I don't have to do dishes. We're going to put the blue paper down first. So I'm just going to take some adhesive, and I think I used liquid glue for the sample card so that I had some movement, but we'll be wild and use the tape runner. Let's see. It's going to go all the way on the bottom, like so. And then we have, okay, so these pieces were 2 inches by 4. And then you tear them. And then I have another little piece that is, I wrote it on here, 1.5 by 2. That's going to go right here. So I want to make sure that I like the placement of this guy right here. Like, if I want it down here, or if I want it up a little bit, I think I want it up a little bit to see a little bit more of the blue, because I really like that blue. This reminds me of, this would be perfect pool tile. If we ever redid our pool, knock on wood, we don't really have to, but if we ever did our pool, I think we would get some kind of design like this. Nope. All right. There's this guy. And then this is just the flip side of this paper. So we're going to put this guy down like so. And I want it all the way to the edge, to the top. It's kind of hard to do. Can't with the, without getting close to it. And then I have a piece of scrap paper that's 1 1/4 by 2. You guys see that? 1 1/4 by 2. And let's see. There we go. And this is what I'm going to stamp on. We're going to use Night of Navy for the ink. And I'm using yeah, for this one I'm using You're the Best Kind of Person. So in this stamp set it says hello, all the love, you're the best kind of person, and just checking in. Jennifer, let's see, Yolanda says, Jennifer, does it make a difference if you tear the paper away from you? It does. So like if you tear it this way, you see you can't see the white, but if you tear it this way, you can see the white. So you are tearing it away from you. Well, that's how I do it. That's how my brain works. But you want, for me anyway, for this card, I wanted to see the white fiber. So again, if you tear it like down like this, you're just going to get, which is a great technique too, you're just going to get a rough torn look, like a jagged, but I wanted to see the white. Kind of like it's peeking through, or maybe it's like grout, or I don't know. So great question, Yolanda. Thank you. Hopefully I answered that for you. Okay, so we're going to ink up this You're the Best Kind of Person, and we're going to stamp this like so. Oh, you're very welcome, Yolanda. Okay, and then instead of layering another piece of paper onto it, like I didn't want, I'm just gonna dab the edges like this on my ink pad to give it just some color like that. I don't want too much. I don't want like, I want it very, very, very light. Or actually, I guess the word would be thin. Like I don't want, you could like scrape it on there and brush it on there, but that would be too much, I think. Okay, so we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of this guy. But first, we're almost done. This is a pretty fast card. But before we do that, before we put this guy on here, I want to use some twine. So one of my goals is to use up some product that I have here in the crafting casita. So I have some Night of Navy baker's twine that's old. And by old, I mean, it's not current product, so you can't buy it, but it's perfectly good. And I have some linen thread. So I'm just going to double up on this guy and wrap it around a couple times. And use my ribbon scissors. So hopefully with lots of crafty time, I will be using up my stash. Will I be buying more? Of course. Will my stash ever go small? Probably not. We'll see. Okay, so in order to put this guy on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little line of adhesive right here, like where the label's going to go, where the greeting's going to go. And actually, I'm just going to, I want it kind of sideways, angled, and I'm just going to loop it back and forth. And sometimes it just has a mind of its own. It's going to lay where it lays. Other times you can maneuver it like so. Let's see, Yolanda says, good idea. It looks like a frame. Yeah, frame. Yeah, I think we used to do this a lot with the ink on the edges, and then we kind of stopped, but it's always a good trick. All right, that's a lot of twine. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna go with it. All right, squish it down there. I'm gonna peel off the backings of these guys. And I don't know if that's going to work. I think we're going to take this guy off because that's a lot of twine that I put on this card. All right, so there we go, like that. Is that straight? I think it's straight. Let's see, Lola says, I've done that with blends, but hard to keep even. I'm trying to think if I've done it with blends. I don't think I've done it with blends, but yeah, I could see how that would be hard because if your hand, like you're on the different sides of the different size of the painter tip. But so yeah, try the ink pad. It will work for you. Okay, we are going to, of course, use some bling. So we're going to use this bling. It is Shiny Sequins. It's an online exclusive. There will be some more online exclusives coming out on tomorrow, I think, on the 3rd. Also, there's going to be some, so on the online exclusives that are coming out, there's going to be some Christmas is going to be on there. And so look for an email. I'm going to send out an email because so we have online exclusives and also bonus days are starting. So for orders of in increments of $50, you'll get a coupon to use in August. So that's always fun and exciting. Okay, so for the bling, I've decided to put it in the middle of the flowers, and then I'm going to have one just kind of floating up there. I should probably use some more, but we'll see. More bling, more bling. Let's get rid of it. Let's use it. Make your card super shiny. Okay, so we're going to add this to the front of your card. Where's the card I made yesterday? Oh, I had another card. I posted it, and I meant to show it. What did I do with it? Interesting. I don't know. It's in this room somewhere. Okay, so for the inside, we're going to take the greeting. I'm going to do grateful for you. And that comes from the Layers of Beauty stamp set. So I haven't played with the stamp set yet, but it's on my to-do list. I'll be doing it this week. Or maybe next week with the 4th of July. I might run out of time. But to do some creative with that guy. Okay, we're going to do grateful for you. And then we are going to do the lemon lolly. And so I want it just in the corner. So I don't want the whole image on the, although you could put the whole image in there, especially because you're using lemon lolly. It's faint enough that somebody could like write over it, but we're going to go just in the corner back there, like so. And you guys see that? Hand's a little shaky. There we go. Hopefully you could see that. It's very pretty. I need to use lemon lolly more. Do you guys like the color yellow? Let me know. I think when I was growing up, maybe if my mom's still on here, she could say yes or no. But my bedroom was yellow. Pretty sure it was, if I remember right. Okay, so on the sample card, I put a strip right here, just to make it a little fancier. Use up your paper, but right this second, I do have paper right here. Let's see what I have. Oh, wow. Oh. I don't know where that card went, but if I did post it yesterday, so we'll see. Let's see. Let's use that scrap. I wanted to show you guys that card because I used a bunch of scraps in it to create like a bunch of these scraps. Right. So when I do the inside, sometimes I do 3 1/4, but it seems like lately I've been doing 1/2 inch for that inside strip. Good thing I have a trimmer right next to the table, right? So let's see. My mom says that my bedroom was yellow. So I remember the comforter. I don't like the walls weren't yellow, but I remember I had a yellow comforter. And then Lola says I've used lemon lolly cardstock, but not much of the ink. Yeah, I know I haven't used any of the cardstock, so that may be another little challenge. All right. So we're going to do a little strip here of adhesive and put this guy on. see. Like so. There we go. All right, so I know a few of you ladies sent me pictures of cards using the circles, excuse me, from last week. I loved it. I'm going to put them in a photo album on Facebook so everybody can be inspired by them. So if you guys use torn paper, let me know, and I will create another album with those. Let's see, what am I doing? Putting this guy in here. Here we go. Just a little dab. Oh. Adhesive everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to fold this just to get it out of the way. I just tried to avoid that little adhesive strip, but I didn't. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. All right. So there's the card. Let's see. I have a list of things that I wanted to talk about. So, let's see. I talked about bonus days. So, yeah, bonus days start tomorrow. Look for the email. I also wanted to let you guys know I'm going to do a Christmas in July. So this year, Christmas in July is going to be July 16th through 19th. And I will be here at 10 a.m. Arizona time. And we're going to be doing Christmas projects. So I made my first Christmas card last week with some of the new masking that's going to be available online. The masking sheets where you take the blending brushes and you color. That was a lot of fun. First time I've done it. And so I'm going to start working with that and probably have to throw that into a class. So Christmas in July, 16th through the 19th, 10 a.m. Arizona time. I will be here. So hopefully you guys can too. And I think that's it for today, guys. I hope everybody has a great Tuesday and a great 4th of July. I think my kid's coming home, so that should be exciting. And everybody be safe, enjoy your fireworks, and have a great rest of the week. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.